sugar. Ooh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm going to be telling you what I'm going to name my future children. Okay, that sounds super weird considering that I'm like 14. I don't want to have kids for a long time. I just have a knack for naming hypothetical humans. I really like names. So I have a list of names on my phone, names that are worthy enough, that I consider worthy enough to name my own future offspring. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh my gosh, it's on the floor. Are you kidding me? Speaking of babies, so I've had this baby doll since I was 2 years old, and I went to my elementary school where my brother still goes to school to pick him up, and he had this in his pocket. He cut the head off of my baby doll that I've had since I was 2. I'm just such a great parent. Okay, I have like way more boys' names than girls' names because I don't know. So I'm just gonna start with the girls' names, I think, unless I change my mind when I'm editing this. I had to get rid of my Danafil phone case because I dropped my phone too many times and it fell apart. And so I got this one. Where's this on? Okay. The first name, and I'm gonna do least favorite to favorite. The first name is Zoe, Z-O-E. I really like the name Zoe. It means life in Greek. I think it's really cute and pretty, but it's definitely not my favorite. I mean, but like, it's still really good, so like, don't be offended if your name is Zoe. Next name is Winter. I don't even know if I'm gonna like make the word appear here. It might be down here. Well, I've actually always really liked the name Winter. When I was little, there was a little girl who used to go to my daycare, and her name was Winter. And I remember thinking she had such a pretty name, but I would always get so confused because I was like, do they call you Summer in the summer and like Spring in the spring? And she was like, no. I came to love the name Winter even more after I read this book, Winter by Marissa Meyer, which is the last book in the Winter Chronicles series. And I just really loved the character Winter. Like, she's so kind and so brave, and she's just my favorite. And so yeah, I really like that name. Next, the next name is Blair. Blair, yes, like Blair Waldorf from Gossip Girl. Blair, I just like the sound of it. I don't like the meaning because I think it means like a field or something. And I really like names that have nice meanings. I mean, they don't need to be like crazy beautiful meanings. I just would prefer my kid's name not to be a field. Blair Waldorf was kind of like painted as a bad person, even though I love her. So I just really like the way the name sounds. Next girl's name is Eleanor. I love the name Eleanor. My mom really doesn't like this name because she thinks it sounds super old-fashioned, like an old woman's name. And yes, maybe it is an old woman's name, but I really love it. I think it's strong. It reminds me of a queen. I just think it's really strong and beautiful. And like, Eleanor Roosevelt was a cool person, so I wrote a report on her when I was in 7th grade. And I got an A. Bow down. Okay, next name. Oh, okay, I have 2 top favorite girls' names. And the first one is Aurora. I love the name Aurora because I really like what it means. It means like sunrise or dawn. And at last I see the light. And the nickname is Rory. And the nickname Rory is not only so cute, but I mean like Rory Gilmore from Gilmore Girls. So, the last name on this list And of one of my top favorites is Avonlea. I love the name Avonlea because it comes from the series slash book Anne of Green Gables, or Anne of Avonlea, I believe is the second one, and that's like where Anne lives in the story, and it's just a really beautiful sounding name. I really love it. Next. Okay, now I'm gonna move on to boys' names. And half of these names that I'm telling you, like I would name a dog. Boys' names. Okay, I'm gonna do this least favorite to favorite again. First boy's name is Henry. I don't really have a real meaning why this is on my list. I just think it's a good name. I like the name Henry. I just think it's cute and it grows with whoever really well. Keeping with another H name is the name Harper. Harper is a boy's or a girl's name, but I really like it as a boy's name. And my favorite book is To Kill a Mockingbird by... Why did I just forget her name? Harper Lee. I really like that name. It's so cute. Next up is Caspian. Yes, like Prince Caspian from the Chronicles of Narnia. The Chronicles of Narnia just remind me of my childhood because they remind me of my dad. And I just had a crush on Prince Caspian since I was like 4, and I love the name Caspian, but I would 100% name a golden retriever Caspian. Next name is Paxton. Paxton used to be at the top of my list. I love the name Paxton. I remember I heard it in some movie I watched, and I just thought it sounded super cool, and you can like call him Pax, and it's a cool name. The next name that I love is Darcy, which I know what you're thinking. Are you like, isn't that a girl's name? And yes, it is most commonly used as a girl's name, but the name Darcy used to be on my girl's name list, but then it changed because of in Pride and Prejudice, the character Mr. Darcy. And also there was these books that I loved when I was in elementary school, and the main character of the book's older brother was named Darcy, and he was quite the charmer. So I like Darcy for a boy. I think it's a good name. Next is the name Percy. Yeah, I know, like Percy Jackson. And I always tell people that if I ever get a guinea pig, I'm going to name it Percy because Percy was turned into a guinea pig in the second book. But I also just think it's a really cool sounding name. Like if I were a guy, I would love to be named Percy. My next name on this list is Arden. This used to be on my list for girls' names, but for some reason, I just started thinking about the name in terms of a boy, and I just really like this name. I think it's a very strong sounding name, and it's a little different. Now to my favorite name, which, wait, did I skip one? Yeah, my 2 top favorite names. I can never decide. I think the first one is Bennett. I love the name Bennett because it sounds more old-fashioned and classy, but like shortened, it's Ben, and I really love the name Ben. I think Ben is a really nice, strong name. I think my favorite boy's name that I have is Atticus. Like, I liked this name before I read To Kill a Mockingbird, but I just began loving the name even more after I read To Kill a Mockingbird because of Atticus Finch in that book. Because Atticus just, in the book, he just seems like such a kind and strong man and just like everything that a man should be. Well, thank you everyone for watching this video. I don't know why I felt the need to make this because I'm not having a child anytime soon. Thank you so much for watching. Oh my gosh. Brownies are so good.